Beloved child of the eternal light, hear me now, for the heavens lean close to speak into your heart. I, Michael, the protector appointed by the Most High, am sent to deliver this word for your appointed hour. This is not the time to be distracted by the noise of the world, nor to be lulled to sleep by the comforts that fade like morning mist. This is the hour of awakening, the moment where heaven's call resounds louder than the clamor of fear. You are being summoned to rise. The world trembles because it is shifting. The winds you feel in your spirit are not only of the earth, but of the unseen realm. For the shaking you sense is both physical and spiritual. The kingdoms of men are being tested, their foundations exposed, and the hearts of many are weighed in the scales of truth. Yet you, beloved, are not abandoned in this upheaval. The Eternal One has placed his mark upon you, and no darkness can erase what has been written over your life. If this message resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps spread positivity and brings us closer as a community. I stand before you, not in the imagination of men, but in the assignment of heaven. My sword is drawn not against flesh, but against the forces that seek to silence your faith, weaken your courage, and pull you into despair. You have been surrounded by whispers that tell you to quit, that your prayers are too small to matter, that your destiny is too far gone to reclaim. These whispers are lies, and I cut them down now in the authority of the Almighty. You are not finished. You are being prepared. Look around you, child of light. The signs are clear to those who have eyes to see. There is an acceleration in the earth, events unfolding faster than the minds of men can comprehend. What once took years now happens in days. The systems built on greed are collapsing, and the secrets hidden in shadows are being dragged into the open. This is not the work of chaos alone. This is the shaking that precedes divine alignment. Do not fear the shaking. Fear only the temptation to step out of the place heaven has assigned to you. You are called to stand. Standing does not mean inactivity. It means holding your ground in the truth while the storms rage. It means guarding your heart from compromise, your lips from faithless words, your mind from the poison of hopelessness. For I tell you, the battle is not won by the one who shouts the loudest, but by the one who refuses to bow to the lies. Beloved, I must speak plainly. There is a war for your focus. Heaven seeks your eyes upon the King. Hell seeks your gaze upon the storm. Where your attention rests, there your spirit will follow. Many have already fallen into the trap of constant fear, consuming the news of darkness more than the truth of light. But you are called to feed your spirit with the eternal word, for only then will your courage remain unshaken. Do you not know the authority that has been placed within you? You were not sent here empty-handed. The Eternal has clothed you with spiritual armor, the belt of truth to hold you steady, the breastplate of righteousness to guard your heart, the shield of faith to extinguish every flaming arrow of doubt, the helmet of salvation to protect your mind, and the sword of the Spirit to cut through every deception. Wear it daily, for the battle is not seasonal. It is constant. I see your weariness. You have fought battles that no one knows about. You have cried prayers in the quiet that felt unanswered. You have walked through nights where hope was a faint ember. And yet here you stand, reading these words, breathing, still in the fight. Do you not realize what this means? It means the enemy has thrown his fiercest storms at you, and you remain. This alone is proof of heaven's covering. If you feel moved to contribute, know that your generosity will go toward bringing light to even more lives. By clicking the join button or offering a gift of $40, you can be part of something greater. Your kindness will ripple outward, touching hearts and uplifting spirits. Together, we can spread the truth of my promises and the assurance of my love. But I tell you, beloved, survival is not your only calling. You are not here merely to endure. You are here to advance. The ground you take in the Spirit will be reflected in the earth. The prayers you pray now will echo in generations you may never meet. Every word of truth you speak into darkness plants a seed that no demon can uproot. The days ahead will test every foundation. Those who have built upon sand, upon self, upon pride, upon deceit, will see their structures collapse. Those who have built upon the rock will not only stand, but will shine brighter as the darkness deepens. That rock is not a concept. It is a person, the King of Kings, whose name hell cannot utter without trembling. Anchor yourself in him. I have been sent not only to protect, but to guide. Listen closely. Your instructions for the days ahead are not complicated, yet they are essential. Guard your time with heaven as you would guard the most precious treasure. Do not let busyness steal your moments of prayer. Do not let constant noise drown the still small voice that leads you. Watch what enters your eyes and ears, for these are gateways to your spirit. Strengthen your fellowship with those who walk in truth, for isolation is a snare in these days. I tell you now, there will be moments in the coming season when fear will attempt to surge like a flood. When the voices of the world declare collapse, loss, and despair, you must remember this word. Heaven is not shaken. The throne is not empty. The plan of the Most High is not altered by the schemes of men. And you, yes, you, are held in that plan. Even now, angelic forces are moving in ways unseen. Assignments are being shifted. Barriers are being removed. Hidden traps are being dismantled before your feet step near them. There are battles you will never know you were spared from because heaven intercepted them before they reached you. Give thanks daily, for gratitude sharpens your sight to recognize the hand of God in your midst. Beloved, prepare not in fear but in wisdom. Store the word in your heart. Speak life over your home. Bless those around you even when you feel empty. These acts are not small. They are weapons in the unseen war. Every time you choose love over bitterness, you push back the darkness. Every time you choose faith over despair, you advance the kingdom. Do not be deceived by appearances. Some who look powerful in this world are already crumbling inside. Some who seem weak are standing in unshakable strength because their roots run deep into the living waters. Choose where you will root yourself, for the storms are impartial. They will beat against every house, but only those anchored in the rock will endure. If this message resonated with you, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support helps spread positivity and brings us closer as a community. I will walk with you in this. When you call upon the name of the Most High, I am dispatched. When you resist the enemy, I war on your behalf. When you stand for truth, I stand beside you. You are never alone, even in the fiercest battles. Now lift your head. The horizon may look dark to the eyes of men, but to the eyes of the Spirit, there is a light breaking forth. That light is not far off. It is rising even now within you. The same Spirit that raised the King from death dwells in you. This is not a poetic phrase. It is your reality. Walk as one who carries the authority of heaven. The time is short, beloved. Not short as in hopeless, but short as in urgent. Do not delay obedience. Do not postpone the step you know you are called to take. There are assignments waiting for your yes. There are lives tied to your courage. There are victories that will only be unlocked when you decide to act in faith. And I tell you this, nothing surrendered to the eternal is ever wasted. Your tears are counted. Your sacrifices are recorded. Your battles are remembered. The day will come when you will see the tapestry from heaven's view, and you will understand why every thread mattered. So go forward, not with trembling hands, but with steady steps. The sword is in your hand, the shield before you, the armor upon you. The captain of heaven's armies has already declared the end from the beginning. Victory is not in question. The only question is whether you will walk in it. I am here to ensure that you do. Stand, speak, advance. The kingdom is at hand. Beloved, hear this. The realm of the unseen is more real than the ground beneath your feet. While men argue over the temporary, heaven is aligning the eternal. The plans of darkness are loud because they are desperate. A thief shouts the loudest when he knows the guards are near. So it is now. The enemy knows his time is shortened, and his attacks will grow bolder. But so too will the authority of those who walk in the light. The Spirit of the living God is awakening gifts within you that have long been dormant. You may have thought them lost or buried by the weight of past mistakes, but I tell you they are seeds planted for this exact hour. The dreams you once carried, the visions you set aside, the callings you tried to ignore, they are stirring again because the appointed time has come. This is why you have felt restless. This is why the old comforts no longer satisfy. The Spirit is drawing you deeper, higher, into a place you have never been before. Do not resist the stretching. It will feel uncomfortable, for growth always does. You will be asked to release what feels familiar in exchange for what is greater. You will be asked to forgive where your flesh wants revenge. You will be asked to bless where your mind says withhold. These are not tests meant to harm you. They are forging fires meant to make you unbreakable. I must tell you, there are paths opening for you now that no man can shut. But there are also doors that must close, even if you wish them to remain open. Do not weep over what heaven removes. Every closed door is protection. Every ending is preparation. You cannot step fully into what is ahead while dragging the weight of what is past. Release, beloved, and trust. If you feel moved to contribute, know that your generosity will go toward bringing light to even more lives. By clicking the join button or offering a gift of $40, you can be part of something greater. Your kindness will ripple outward, touching hearts and uplifting spirits. Together, we can spread the truth of my promises and the assurance of my love. The coming days will also bring divine connections. Alliances not born of convenience, but of purpose. Watch for them. They will not always appear as you expect. Some will be humble, carrying a wisdom that far outweighs their earthly status. Some will challenge you, sharpening your discernment and calling forth hidden strength. These are not accidental encounters. They are appointments written before the foundation of the world. As these alignments come, so too will false alliances try to form. Not everyone who speaks the name of light walks in it. Discernment will be your safeguard. Ask the Spirit for the gift of seeing beyond the surface. Listen not only to words, but to the fruit of a life. A tree may promise shade, but if its roots are poisoned, its fruit will reveal it in time. Beloved, understand this clearly. The war you face is not against flesh and blood. Though men may stand against you, though institutions may oppose you, your true adversary is unseen. His weapons are deception, division, and distraction. This is why I warn you. Guard your heart from offense. Offense is a doorway for bitterness, and bitterness is a chain that binds the spirit. Let no seed of it remain in you. The moment it tries to take root, release it to the Eternal One. You may ask, how do I keep my heart pure in a world so dark? The answer is this. Fix your gaze upon the One who is pure light. The more you behold him, the less the shadows will grip you. Worship is your weapon here, not as a ritual, but as a living surrender. When you worship, the atmosphere shifts. The grip of fear loosens. The lies lose their volume. You begin to see reality through heaven's lens, and that vision is power. I tell you this also. Prepare for acceleration in your prayers. What once took years will happen in months. What once required long endurance will now come suddenly. Do not be surprised when doors swing wide before you have even knocked. Do not be shocked when answers come before you have fully spoken them. This is the season where heaven runs to meet those who walk in alignment. Yet with this acceleration comes responsibility. The blessings you receive are not for hoarding. They are for stewardship. The increase you see is not merely for your comfort, but for the advancing of the kingdom. Ask always, Lord, how would you have me use this? And as you give freely, you will find the flow of heaven's provision never ceases. Comment Amen if you receive His peace in the middle of chaos. Now, beloved, I must speak of the fire. There is a refining fire that will sweep through the people of God. It will not destroy, but it will burn away all that is not rooted in Him. Some will resist it, clinging to what they know, but those who yield will emerge radiant, carrying a purity and authority the world has not yet seen. Do not fear this fire. Welcome it, for what is burned away now will not weigh you down in the battles ahead. There will also be an increase in angelic activity. Many of you will sense it. Some will see flashes of light. Some will feel sudden peace in moments of chaos. Some will hear guidance that saves them from harm. These are not your imagination. They are the signs that heaven is near. I and my brothers in arms are sent to guard, to guide, to war on your behalf. But know this, we respond to the word of the Lord spoken in faith. Fill your mouth with His promises, and you will see angelic intervention. Beloved, I urge you, this is not the time to retreat. Even when the world says, hide, protect yourself, do nothing, the Spirit says, advance, not recklessly, but in wisdom and courage. Your voice is needed. Your prayers are needed. Your presence in the places God has assigned you is needed. Do not underestimate the ripple of your obedience. The days are dark, but you are the light. The battle is fierce, but you are equipped. The noise is loud, but you carry the voice that speaks louder still. Stand in this truth. Walk in it daily. And when the temptation to fear rises, remember, I, Michael, stand beside you. The armies of heaven surround you. The Eternal One is for you. Victory is already written. And now, child of the Most High, step forward. The next chapter begins. Beloved, there is a shaking coming, and it is already at the door. The shaking is not to harm you, but to reveal what is unshakable within you. The systems of men will tremble. That which seemed secure will be tested. The idols of comfort, wealth, and power will lose their grip, for they cannot stand in the presence of the One who is holy. Many will cry out, "Why is this happening?" But you will know, it is the mercy of God to uproot what cannot save, so that what is eternal may be seen and embraced. Do not fear the shaking. Stand firm upon the foundation of His word, and you will not be moved. When others are tossed like waves in the storm, you will be as a lighthouse upon the rock, a beacon for the lost and the weary. This stability will not come from your own strength, but from the One who holds the universe in His hand. Anchor yourself daily in His truth, for truth is your ballast and faith your sail. In this hour, the Father is calling His people back to simplicity, not to smallness, but to the purity of devotion. Many have complicated the walk with Him, adding burdens He did not place, rules He did not command. But now He is calling you to return to the first love, to the place where your heart beats in rhythm with His. This simplicity will give you clarity, and clarity will give you authority. Hear me well. In the months ahead, you will be given opportunities to speak truth into places that have long resisted it. Some of these doors will open in your workplace, others in your community, others in the quiet of personal conversation. Do not shrink back. The words you carry are not merely your own. They are carried on the breath of heaven. Speak with grace, but also with boldness. Do not measure your impact by immediate results, for many seeds are planted in silence before they burst forth in season. If you feel moved to contribute, know that your generosity will go toward bringing light to even more lives. By clicking the join button or offering a gift of $40, you can be part of something greater. Your kindness will ripple outward, touching hearts and uplifting spirits. Together, we can spread the truth of my promises and the assurance of my love. The Father is also calling forth the watchmen, those who will stand in the spiritual high places and discern what is coming before it arrives. If you feel a stirring to pray at unusual hours, if you sense burdens for people you have never met, know that you are being awakened as a watchman. Take this seriously. Your prayers are not whispers into the void. They are decrees in the courts of heaven. Beloved, you will also notice that the enemy is attempting to wear down the saints through constant noise. This is why rest will be a weapon in this season. Rest is not passivity. It is active trust. When you choose to rest in the midst of chaos, you are declaring that the storm does not own you. You are saying, "My God is bigger than this wind." The enemy cannot understand such peace, and it disrupts his plans. Do not neglect the small acts of obedience. Too many wait for grand missions, ignoring the daily assignments right in front of them. But it is in the small faithfulness that the great victories are born. The meal you offer to one in need, the prayer you pray for a stranger, the forgiveness you extend to the undeserving. These are the stones that build the fortress of light. Comment Amen if you receive His peace in the middle of chaos. I tell you now, the harvest is nearer than you think. Many who have seemed far from God will come running into His arms. Drawn not by arguments but by love, you will see hardened hearts melt, prodigals return. Skeptics weep under the weight of His presence. The Spirit is moving across the earth with urgency, gathering the willing into the great work of this hour. And as this harvest comes, you must prepare to disciple. Do not simply rejoice at their arrival. Walk with them, teach them, help them grow. The days of shallow faith will not sustain in the storms ahead. Depth is needed. Rootedness is needed. You are being equipped to help anchor others in the truth that has anchored you. Now, beloved, I must speak of the authority you carry. Too many have lived as if powerless, forgetting that the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead dwells within them. This is not a poetic idea. It is reality. When you speak His word in faith, mountains move. When you resist the enemy in His name, he flees. When you stand in His righteousness, no accusation can condemn you. Walk in this authority without arrogance, for it is not your own, but wield it without hesitation, for it has been given to you for such a time as this. You will also notice that divine provision will mark this season for the faithful. Not only financial provision, but wisdom, connections, strategies, and open doors. Some of you have feared lack, but I say to you, as long as you walk in obedience, you will not lack what you need to fulfill your assignment. The provision may not always come in the form you expect, but it will come in the form you require. The heavens are alive with activity even now. Angels are being dispatched, assignments are being shifted, destinies are being activated. The prayers you have prayed for years are coming into alignment with the fullness of time. This is why you must not grow weary. You are closer than you think. Many breakthroughs are only one act of faith away. Stand firm, beloved. Stand tall. The one who called you is faithful, and He will do it. The night is almost over, and the dawn approaches. Lift your eyes, for your redemption draws near. Beloved, I speak now from the heart of the eternal, for the hour is late and the call is urgent. The Spirit of the living God is sweeping across the nations, searching for those whose hearts are fully His. There is no time for divided loyalty, for the line between the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness is being drawn with clarity that none will be able to ignore. In the days ahead, Every soul will be required to choose, not with mere words, but with their life, their decisions, their allegiance. The voices of deception will grow louder, but so will the whisper of truth within you. The enemy will attempt to dress lies in garments of light, twisting compassion into compromise, turning freedom into bondage, redefining love into something that has no holiness. You must cling to the word as your compass. I tell you truly, the scriptures will burn with fresh fire in this season, illuminating not only what is to come, but also the exact steps you are to take. If you feel moved to contribute, know that your generosity will go toward bringing light to even more lives. By clicking the join button or offering a gift of $40, you can be part of something greater. Your kindness will ripple outward, touching hearts and uplifting spirits. Together, we can spread the truth of my promises and the assurance of my love. This is not a time to hide in fear. It is a time to advance. The army of the Lord is being assembled, not with weapons of the flesh, but with weapons of righteousness, truth, intercession, and relentless love. You will be called to stand in places you once avoided, to speak to people you thought would never listen, and to declare the hope of the kingdom in environments saturated with despair. The light will not be overcome, but you must be willing to carry it where darkness has claimed territory for too long. I see angels moving swiftly across the earth, carrying scrolls sealed with assignments. These scrolls are being handed to those who have prepared their hearts in the secret place. Many who feel overlooked will suddenly be called to the forefront. Many who thought their time had passed will discover that they were being hidden for this very moment. Your preparation has not been wasted. Every tear, every hidden prayer, every act of unseen faithfulness has been building toward this hour. Do not underestimate the power of unity in this time. The enemy has long sought to divide the body of Christ, through offense, through suspicion, through pride. But in this season, the Spirit is knitting hearts together in ways that defy human logic. You will find yourself drawn into covenant relationships, kingdom partnerships, and divine alignments that will accelerate the work you are called to do. Guard these relationships with humility and love, for they are strategic to the unfolding of heaven's plan. Beloved, you must also prepare for the supernatural to become the natural. Signs, wonders, and miracles will not be the exception. They will become the rhythm of those who walk closely with the Father. The sick will be healed at the mention of His name. Those tormented in mind will be set free in moments. Entire households will turn to the Lord after a single encounter with His presence. But hear me, these manifestations are not for entertainment. They are invitations into deeper intimacy with the King. Do not chase the signs. Let the signs follow your obedience. You will also see a transfer of influence in the earth. Those who have misused their platforms will be brought low, and those who have stewarded faithfully in obscurity will be elevated. The Lord is not impressed by titles or positions. He looks at the heart. If you desire to carry greater authority in this season, focus not on promotion, but on purity. The pure in heart will see God, and in seeing Him, they will know how to represent Him. As the shaking increases, the world will cry out for stability. Many will search for answers in politics, in technology, in philosophies that promise progress but deliver emptiness. This is where you must stand as a living testimony. Your peace will speak louder than your words. Your hope will confound despair. Your joy will become a question in the minds of those trapped in hopelessness. When they ask why, you will not give them religion, but relationship. You will speak of the one who has never left you, never failed you, never forsaken you. I tell you now, the harvest angels are already in the fields. They are drawing in those who have been marked for salvation, positioning them to encounter the truth. Be sensitive to the Spirit's nudges, for you may be the one chosen to water a seed that was planted years ago, or to plant a seed that will bloom in the coming season. Never despise a small moment. Eternity often hides in what seems insignificant. And above all, beloved, you must guard your heart. The days ahead will be glorious, but also costly. You will witness betrayal, misunderstanding, and resistance, but you must refuse bitterness, for bitterness poisons the vessel and hinders the flow of living water. Keep your heart tender before God, quick to forgive, slow to anger, rich in mercy. The enemy cannot gain a foothold in a heart that stays soft in the hands of the potter. Finally, I speak this blessing over you. You are not alone in this journey. The hosts of heaven surround you. The Spirit within you guides you. The blood of the Lamb covers you. The hand of the Father upholds you. You will finish the race set before you, not crawling in defeat, but running with strength, crowned with victory. So rise now, warrior of light. Take up your sword of the Spirit. Put on the full armor of God. Step into the field, for the battle belongs to the Lord, and the victory is already assured. Walk in boldness, in holiness, in love, and in the unshakable confidence that you were born for such a time as this. If you feel moved to contribute, know that your generosity will go toward bringing light to even more lives. By clicking the join button or offering a gift of $40, you can be part of something greater. Your kindness will ripple outward, touching hearts and uplifting spirits. Together, we can spread the truth of my promises and the assurance of my love.